Welcome to this special Halloween episode of QUTV. I'm Jeremy Culver.
And I'm Hannah Youngquist. 2 weeks ago, Dr. Deirdre Fagan was in the studio to discuss the St. Baldrick's event on campus and encourage others to donate to the fundraiser. Well, 30 haircuts and shavies later, she met her goal of over $10,000. It was a full house in the cafeteria Monday night with many opportunities to donate money to the cause. Cheers filled the room as 17 volunteers took to the stage to have their heads shaved. Along with the St. Baldrick shavies, 13 ponytail donors gave at least 8 inches of hair each to Pantene's Beautiful Links charity. It was proven throughout the night that cancer has touched almost everyone's life in some way.
I shaved my head because of my friend's son who died at 5 due to leukemia, and it's cold but awesome. Like, I'm happy I did it. I can't complain.
Speakers of the evening were Cancer Survivors senior Luke Weaver, QU Associate Director of Athletics Rob Mallory, and Andrea Lansom. A job well done to all of those volunteers for an excellent fundraiser.
Another way QU is showing its support for breast cancer is the annual Dig Pink volleyball game. Tonight at 7, the Lady Hawks volleyball team will play Missouri University of Science and Technology while hosting their fundraiser for the Susan G. Komen Foundation. This year's Dig Pink night has already raised over $3,000 in donations and proceeds from t-shirt sales, a 50-50 raffle, basket raffle, and selling of Dig Pink t-shirts and Komen Christmas ornaments will be part of the night events as well as accepting donations. All proceeds will be sent to the Komen Foundation, so join the women's volleyball team and help spread awareness for breast cancer.
A college student's typical wardrobe consists of a t-shirt and sweatpants, but once entering the real world, those sweats will need to be saved for the gym. Quincy University offers a career closet with many options for all students of all shapes and sizes. A large selection donated by faculty is available for both men and women. There are also shoes as well as full suits and ties for those unexpected interviews. The closet is located on second hall of Friars Hall. Students should want to look professional, but there are also other goals in mind.
The goal for it was that we have so many students that have internships and so many students that don't have a lot to wear for their very first interview, and so that's what my intention of the career closet was.
For more information, contact Kristen Leeson at 217-228-5432, extension 3355. Many Halloween festivities are underway, but what is there to do around campus on this Halloween weekend? I spoke with someone whose organization has many events planned. Some may even spook you. I am here today with Josh Hale, president of SPB. Welcome, Josh.
Thanks.
You first want to explain to me what SPB is?
Yes. SPB is the Student Programming Board, and pretty much what we do is it is our job and responsibility to provide fun activities and alternatives for students to do on campus, whether it be a comedian, a magician, illusionist. We've had jugglers in the past, and musicians and all sorts of types of things. And we normally have monthly events, so students can be expecting those events to roll around about the middle of every month.
Okay, so and Halloween is coming up this weekend. So what's SPB doing?
SPB is co-sponsoring our Hallow Weekend with BSSM, and we're also co-sponsoring with Greek Life's haunted house that they're going to have at by the Friary this Saturday. So what we have is on Friday we'll have the BSSM costume contest and dance, and we'll be helping them with that. And then also on Friday we'll have our bonfire and ghost storytelling thing going on. We'll have s'mores and hot apple cider and hot chocolate, and obviously the fire. And so students can come chill out and get warm by the fire and have some snacks and stuff like that. And then on Saturday, Greek Life will be having their haunted house. Also, there'll be a hayride along with the bonfire on Friday night. It starts at 8 o'clock. The hayride will start somewhere around 8:30ish, and it'll go from the front of Willer up Senior Row down 20th Street and cut across in front of the Health and Fitness Center and then back up Penny Lane. So that should be a lot of fun. And it'll go from 8 to 10 o'clock.
So that all sounds like a lot of fun. So if a student wants to help plan this type of stuff or get involved with SPB even after this weekend, what can they?
Our meetings are every Monday night in the Student Center. Sometimes we're in the conference room of Student Affairs, and other times we'll be right there in the main lobby outside the mailroom. But it's every Monday down in the Student Center at 9:15. Our meetings don't go more than a half hour, sometimes not more than 15 minutes. So if any student wants to get involved, all they have to do is show up. It's very, very easy, and it's a lot of fun. We do appreciation parties for our members who do a good job every semester. And we have a lot of fun.
So is there any big events happening for this semester besides this weekend, or next semester, any big names or anything?
As far as events, this Halloween weekend will probably be our biggest event. We do have Parents Weekend, which is probably is just as important. It's the 11th, 12th, and 13th of November, and on the 11th we'll have Mark Nizer. He's a 3D juggler. For those of you who went to Nick Pike, he's a lot like that, but different in the sense that it's 3D. On the 12th of November, that next night on Saturday, we will have a carnival for family members to come to also, as well as coming to Mark Nizer, and so that'll wrap up Family Weekend. And then besides Cram Jam, we really don't have anything else major before the end of this semester.
Okay. Well, we look forward to those events, and thank you, Josh, for joining us. The Greek Life Haunted House will be held tonight, not tomorrow night, at the Counseling House from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. We have more of an exciting show to come.
Stay tuned for some giveaways from a bakery just down the street and some workout myths that you may think are true. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us. Need to satisfy your sweet tooth? Then look no further than Underbrink's Bakery. Underbrink's was founded in 1929 by Claude Underbrink. Over the past 70 years, Underbrink's has become one of the most trusted and beloved bakeries in the Quincy area. The shop is run by Leroy and Janet Rossmiller and still use the same recipes and techniques from 1929. Underbrink's is open from 7 to 2:30 Mondays through Thursday, and 7 to 4 on Friday, and 7 to noon on Saturdays. Underbrink's is conveniently located close to QU's main campus, just down the street from the intersection of College Avenue and 17th Street. QUTV would like to help you with your sweet tooth. The first 3 people to write "Let's roll" to Underbrink's will win a gift certificate for 3 Danishes, so get rolling.
Time to break out your Batman costumes as QUTV's Keenan O'Connor talks Batman Arkham City in this week's edition of Gamers Insight.
Hello gamers, Keenan here with another great game review on Gamers Insight. This week, we're reviewing Batman Arkham City, the hottest game for the month of October.
There's nothing wrong with you.
Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me.
Batman Arkham City is a sequel to the game Batman Arkham Asylum. It takes place in the great heart of Gotham, known as Arkham City, which is a maximum security facility that is sectioned off the area of North Gotham that is meant for all sorts of villains, evil masterminds, and crazed psychos. Arkham City is also a crazed mess because when you're thrown into Arkham City, there are no guards, no laws, and no one to watch your back. You're on your own, and the only rule in Arkham City is that there is no escape. Rocksteady Studios has developed a better graphics engine for Arkham City, making everything in the game twice as vivid from its predecessor. However, They did keep the combat engine from Arkham Asylum because of the feedback fans gave about it. There are also many side missions to complete, making the campaign mode more vast and interesting to complete. They also added many characters to the game, both good and evil, to make things more intriguing and to lure more game players for those who favor different characters. The only thing that some gamers are finding wrong with the game is that some of the bosses levels are too easy and don't present enough of a challenge. Batman Arkham City has also been rated as 10 out of 10 by Game Informer magazine, and many gamers who own the game know exactly why this is the #1 game for the month of October so far. Well, that's all I have for you this week. Join us next time for a game review for QUTV. I'm Keenan O'Connor.
With the Cardinals making a story-like run to make it just to the postseason, they pushed to be one of the last 2 teams to play the season out. The Cardinals made their way against the Philadelphia Phillies and the Milwaukee Brewers just to make it to the World Series. Here is what some QU students thought about the flight of the Cardinals.
Well, I'm a Cubs fan, so I really don't care how they made it or why. The only reason I noticed is because everyone here made it such a big deal. So then I decided to root for the Rangers, and now I'm a Rangers fan.
I find it really cool and interesting how they came up from so far behind and came back to win, beat Milwaukee. It's awesome, and I think it's the craziest season of baseball ever.
Well, I think it was pretty crazy going from 10.5 games back, actually making it in, and then beating the 2 best teams in the National League, get to the World Series, and that should be a really good one against the Rangers.
Many individuals feel they know what workouts help a part of their body they are targeting. Some would be shocked to know that some of their routines are not benefiting what they actually want. Here is Cody Keys giving you some workout facts and myths in this week's Keys to Healthy QU Living.
Hey everybody, my name is Cody Keys and this is Keys to Healthy QU Living. Today I'm going to talk about the diet and exercise myths. The first myth is crunches will get rid of your belly fat. This is completely false, mainly because there's no such thing as spot reduction on your stomach. The second myth is stretching before an exercise is crucial. This is again false. When you're stretching, you want to stretch before you warm up, not while you're doing exercises, because it actually prompts injuries. The third myth is you should never eat before you work out. I strongly suggest eating before you work out. Therefore, this myth again is false. If you don't eat before you work out, you'll get lightheaded and could cause injury to yourself. The fourth myth of this is as long as you eat healthy foods, you can eat as much as you want. This again will be false. If you eat healthy foods as much as you want, you're just going to produce all those calories through healthy foods, which is what you're trying to lose in the first place. And the last myth is eating before you go to bed. Everyone thinks that you're going to gain more weight when you eat before you go to bed, which is false. We just assume that we're going to gain weight because we eat so much at night. This is Keys to Healthy QU Living, and I'm Cody Keys.
And also, I want to thank you for the pumpkins you have for today's QUTV.
Well, thank you. My sister Carissa and I had a good time making them. We thank you so much for joining us this week. We hope everyone has a safe and happy Halloween. For QUTV, I'm Hannah Youngquist.
And I'm Jeremy Culver. For QUTV, by the students, for the students.